Assalamu'alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The honorable judges and respected audience. My name is Faranayla Putri Adiati. I am from 7th grade of SMP Mutual, Kota Magelang. I am here to tell you the story with the title Banyuwangi, the Fragrant Water. Once upon a time in the Eastern Javanese kingdom, a nobleman called Sidapaksa lived as a trusted knight in the king's palace. Sidapaksa had just married a very beautiful woman in the village, but sadly, Sidapaksa's mother didn't bless his marriage because Sidapaksa's wife was from the lower caste. At the time, the Javanese society was following a strict caste system, but Sidapaksa's love conquered everything. He kept going with his marriage as he loved his wife very much as his wife did too. This romantic young couple was living their honeymoon life for quite some time. Sidapaksa's mother was having a deep internal grudge as she tried to separate his son from his wife by all means. She went to the king's palace to make an official appearance to the king. She informed the king that she knew a legend from the Asian mountain that there was an eternal flower growing on the top of the mountain. This flower could bring immortality and agelessness to everyone who ate it. She then provoked the king to send Sidapaksa to the Asian mountain in the far eastern part of Java Island to find this flower and bring it to the king. On the next day, the king called and officially ordered Sidapaksa to find the eternal flower. As a trusted knight and the closest company to the king, Sidapaksa couldn't refuse the order. He had to leave his wife for a long time. This was so hard for Sidapaksa when he knew that his wife was indeed in her early pregnancy. But the order was made and he had to go. My wife, I have to go to accomplish an order made by the king. It's hard for me to leave, but I have to. My only hope is to see you again and our lovely child when I come back from this mission, said Sidapaksa. I will wait till the end of the time, honey. I promise you that I and our child will be present as you come back from this mission. Sidapaksa's wife assured his husband not to worry. Sidapaksa departed the kingdom with his small group of guards. They went to the east, riding their horses through savanna, woods, jungle, forest, valleys, and mountainous areas. Sidapaksa and his guards searched the eternal flower for months till they finally found it on the top of a hidden hill. Sidapaksa was so happy knowing he had accomplished his mission, and soon he would go home to see his wife and child. Sidapaksa was honored by the king as he accomplished his mission, and he had granted a lot of gold in a luxury ceremonial at the palace. When the ceremony ended, Sidapaksa couldn't hold his homesickness. He went and moved on to his house looking for his wife and child, only to find his wife sitting, covering her face and crying. Her face was pale like she was crying for a long time, and her thin body marked that she was not in a good condition for a long time. Sidapaksa moved closer to hug his wife and ask her what was happening. But his wife could speak any words and only cry. Not too long until Sidapaksa's mother came and told him that his wife had killed their child by throwing the baby into the river. Sidapaksa got angry and began to shout at his wife emotionally. He then dragged his wife to the riverside and threatened her. If she didn't tell the story, he would kill her by throwing her body into the river. At the time, Sidapaksa's wife spoke. Honey, I swear to God that I didn't, and I would never kill our baby. I will prove it by throwing myself into this river. If I lied to you, this river will stinky, smelly all the time. But if I am honest to you, it will spread fragrant all the time. This may be my last word after long loneliness and misery. I love you and I love our family. Sidapaksa's wife then threw herself into the river. And shortly after that, 2 buds of the flower came up from the water. The first bud was small and the second bud was bigger. The small bird of the flower started to speak to Sida Paksa. Father, I am your child. Even if we never met before, I love you and I love my mother. My mother didn't kill me. She didn't throw me into this river. My grandmother did it. Knowing what happened, Sida Paksa fell into deep depression and misery. His pain couldn't be tolerated anymore. He screamed and cried, but nothing he could do. His wife and child had passed away. Their souls had traveled into another dimension of life as the two buds of the flower started to sink into the water. When the two buds of the flower were completely gone, the water in the river started to spread fragrance to every corner of the kingdom. Thus, the area referred to as Banyuwangi, the fragrant water. From the story, we can learn about the importance of clarification and ability to hold emotion during the anger. Do not easily trust anyone even if she or he was our close relatives. It is better to do check and recheck before judging, because judging emotionally can make us lose everything we love. There is an Arabic proverb says, anger is begun with craziness and ended with regret. That's all for me. Thank you for your attention. Keep happy and keep healthy. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.